Almost live. Okay, we're live. Hi, everybody. How are all of you doing tonight? We are doing fine. Sorry we were so late getting started. We were supposed to have Fairy Vixen with us. Hopefully, she's able to get on here in a minute. We're having a little bit of technical difficulty getting her on. We did a practice run Saturday and got her on fine. There she is. So I just determined what the problem was she had a call going on in Facebook like 5 or 6 times that she hadn't hung up from. And as long as you're in another call, it will not let you on live. So you got to make sure all that is closed. So, yay, we did it. She is here.
Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot.
Yeah, you're not an idiot. You're just new at it.
I'm PC savvy. I
I've
am
done the same thing, so it's an easy mistake. We've all done the same thing.
Scarlett says
I'm
hello.
gonna, Carla is actually supposed to be hosting tonight. She's having some difficulties on her channel, so that's why we're having it on mine. So I'm going to go ahead and click Carla so you can see her beautiful face and let her go ahead and introduce our guest. Okay, Carla, you're up.
Hello, Princess Casserole here. And yeah, I've been having some weird issues with panels on my channel. Nothing else weird, but I think it's my laptop, but we'll see. We'll figure it out. So today, I know a lot of you guys know our guests because they have probably chatted with you in different chats or they've left you wonderful comments. So I am pretty excited to get to meet the two of our guests today. And the first one is Miss Jennifer. Do you say Layton, right?
Layton, you got it right.
I hate mispronouncing people's names, so I just wanted to double check. Yeah. And I will let Jennifer introduce herself first.
Okay. Hi. I am a wife and a mother to 5 kids. I have a house full. I gave birth to 2. I picked up 3 more along the way. So that's how it is. Life is busy. I have 3 grand dogs and a cat. I was injured at work. I fell in January of 2018, so I have been homebound since then. I hurt my back really bad, and in a couple of weeks, I'm finally going to have some back surgery. But I was at home and just not doing anything, and that's kind of how I found the jewelry community. I was so depressed, I could barely get out and do grocery shopping. So sitting around looking at videos and things, and I found you guys, and it helped kind of pull me out of a depression. I've always loved jewelry, and helped me find a different way to do things.
Well, I, for one, and I know I'm speaking for a lot of us, I appreciate every time I see you comment on one of my videos. I know it's going to be something super sweet and nice, and it just kind of brightens my day when I see you comment on my videos or you're in my chat. So I know I speak for a lot of us when I say thank you, and I'm really glad to meet you, and good luck with your surgery too. Let us keep us updated, because we've all joined, and we really do care about each other. So and the other one that we have online is Miss Fairy Vixen. And again, she is also one of the ones that I know for myself. When I see her comments on my videos too, I'm always assured that they're going to be something that is going to be super sweet and helpful and kind and always just make me smile. So, Fairy Vixen, you want to introduce yourself?
Sure, you make us smile too, Carla. Fairy Vixen here, back again on a.
Can she hear us?
Hello, gorgeous ladies and gentlemen of the realm.
Oh, I probably can't hear her.
Huh? What?
Can you not hear her, Carla? No? Okay.
Oh, no, that stinks.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to get back out and in. Can you...
Yeah, go ahead and go out and come back in.
I'll be right back.
All right. Let me click it on you. Go ahead and Fairy Vixen, continue. Keep telling them about yourself.
Okay, well, my path into the jewelry community, pretty much boredom. I was clicking on videos that were in my suggested list, and for some reason Taco Stacks was in there, and he's a guy that cleans out storage facilities and stuff. And that one thing led to another, and after that it was Anita, and then after Anita it was Sally, and then after Sally it was just this progression of I just started watching everyone because I've always loved jewelry. My grandmother's jewelry box was a source of great joy to me, and rainy days were always spent in there picking through and looking at stuff and trying things on and playing dress up a little bit. So that is how I got started. And then I thought, well, I could make some extra money selling stuff because everybody was resellers. And I thought, well, sure, let me try that. And that worked out pretty well. And then I was like, gee, I wonder if I could do YouTube. YouTube might be fun. Because before this, I was going to do a gaming YouTube channel because my other great love is PC gaming. So I'm really glad that I found this instead because it's really, really hard to break into the gaming YouTube, stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's a big.
Yeah, really huge. And there's not really the community. You just have to build a following. But here, I love it here because there's such a great community and so many sweet people. And everyone is so helpful. And I've had such a great time so far. And I plan to continue having a great time with y'all.
Well, I am really glad you agreed to be with us today. And I was supposed to have my cozy nest on today, and she was unable to come on. And so Jennifer graciously agreed. And I have been trying to get Jennifer on for a while. So the timing actually worked out well. And we were able to get her on before her surgery, too. So I'm happy about that. Hi, Gianna. I think I have not missed anybody in the chat. If I have missed you, then I'm going to say hello to you now. And as you type something in, I will say hi. So hi, Joe Sorensen. If you see anybody new in the chat that you are not familiar with, please introduce yourself and make them feel welcome. And if you are new, thank you for joining us. So I think anything else you want to say, Carla, before we go ahead, and we'll let Jennifer go first, so Faery Vixen can get herself together. I know she was kind of anxious trying to get on, and we'll give her a chance to kind of
chill
before she has to go. So Jennifer, we're going to let you go first. And if it's your first time watching the show, what we have all of our guests do is bring 2 sets of 5. So we have them bring 5 emotional pieces. That's the only thing that we request, is that your first 5 pieces be emotional pieces. And when we say that, we mean like it was bought for a special occasion. Somebody special in your life gave it to you. Just a piece of jewelry that you have some sort of bond or emotional attachment with. You've had it for years. Maybe it was your first piece of jewelry. It doesn't have to be gold and diamonds or rubies, just anything. If it came from a box of Cracker Jacks, that's fine. If you love it, that's all what it's about. And the second category of 5, they can choose themselves. So we're going to go ahead and bring Jennifer on. And Jennifer, it's a floor is yours.
Okay. What I chose for the emotional pieces were my 5 favorite gifts that I've been given. When you have gifts, it connects you with a kind of a time and a place and the person that gave them to you. And the first one I wanted to start out, I showed this in my introduction video, but it says, "Be braver than the storm." And I have gone through a lot in this last 19 months or so. My daughter, I went to the surgeon's office for the first time, and I had all these doctors telling me, "Oh, there's nothing wrong with you. It's idiopathic. It's in your head. It's due to other health issues you have." And it was so frustrating because I knew you don't fall and then within 5 days numb in both feet and can't feel them, and you can't sit. So finally had a doctor that listened to me, and he looked at my MRI and he said, it is very evident what's going on. And it was really bad, bad news, but I was happy in a way because somebody was getting to the bottom of it. So when I came home and told her, she ordered this for me so that I would have this.
That's
Another,
nice.
yeah, she's a sweet girl. She's working nights at the lab. So I said, you might hear some noise in the background because I've got about 5 people here and dogs. And then she was going out to go. She works night shift at a hospital in the lab. This is a ring that my dad gave. It's a Russian chrome dioxide.
Ooh, pretty.
That's beautiful.
It's so pretty.
Yeah, and he has been sick lately, and it's just something I'm going to have. I don't wear it a lot. I don't want to mess it up.
Are baguette sets in between two lines?
Yes. Yes, there are baguettes that go around the sides, and around it is some small round stones.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a beautiful green color.
Yeah, yeah.
So Russian chrome dioxides are really pretty.
Yeah, I like them better than emeralds.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my mom, I lost her in 2013, and she was my best friend.
Oh.
She had gotten sick and everything went downhill, and we're still planning on her coming home. She had rheumatoid arthritis very badly, and she had a fall where she fell kind of head first onto the floor and hit her head, and she couldn't get up. And my dad was there and my brother was there, and he just had knee surgery. But all my mom could say is she wanted Chris and Mike, who are 2 of my kids, to come. So they went flying over to get her up, and was rather hard-headed. The doctor described her as a stoic lady. You knew she had problems, but when you say, how are you, Miss Webster? She would say, I'm fine. And you knew she wasn't. She had to have neck surgery. Within a week, she couldn't lift her arms, nothing. It was to the point of having to get her dressed and pick her up. So we went to have back surgery, and we just knew she was coming home, and had built a ramp and everything there at the house for her to come home, and we never left the hospital. My dad went downhill after that. But one thing my mom got me when my kids were little, and it's a double Rolo chain, and these are the little children with the verse stones for my children. My sons, of course, the synthetic stone is that pink thing, because I got a boy with the pink stone and a girl with the blue stone. So they're October and March. But this is something that meant a lot to me because I knew it cost a lot of money. It was many years ago, and it was not a very inexpensive thing for the 14 karat gold heavy double Rolo chain.
Oh yeah.
But she knew I wanted it.
Yeah. That'd be a real fortune now.
Yeah, you got that right. This necklace, my son is dating a girl that we think a lot of, and I'm pretty sure they're going to get engaged soon. We just don't know when. But she was telling me she was going to go get some jewelry, and I would pay her back kind of to put with my jewelry stuff. And she ended up getting this for me, and I was like, how much are you? She said, no, it's for you. I love the seed bead necklaces, and it's really cute how it's half one side and half another. So when I wear it, it will remind me of her. And
with a lot of things too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Dress it up, dress it down. And the last thing is my husband and when I've always loved jewelry, and this is one I showed. This necklace has a lot of agates. And it was made in India. These are Viva pearls, and it's got some clear stones. These are the earrings that with it, and then it's got a bracelet.
It's a beautiful set.
I was thinking I could only afford the bracelet, so I got the bracelet myself, and then he went back and got the necklace and the earrings for me.
That's kind of sweet.
That's amazing. That's gorgeous. That's I think the first time I watched your channel, I remember seeing that piece, and yes, I was like drooling. Oh God, I want that.
Would go nicely with the shirt you're wearing.
Yeah. Did you want me to do my second 5 or did Sue's?
We'll go to Sue's next. I have a question. How often do you wear that last set?
I used to wear it monthly maybe, but when I worked and got out some, haven't worn it in a while. That's
Yeah.
that's why like I said, I have my pop-ups and different auctions and things like that. I did my first live auction yesterday and it went pretty well, able to figure out the lives, and
Nice.
we're going to actually do one tonight after Cindy's sometime around 9:30 or 10. Dragonfly Girl 6 and I will.
Sweet.
Nice.
It's going to be fun.
Good.
Yeah, so we'll all join you after we're done with mine. We'll all join you. So yeah, I'd wear that with my pajamas if I had to be able to wear it.
Heck yeah.
There you go.
I think it's nice sometimes, even if you're not going anywhere too special, to like get a little bit dressed up, you know, just
Yeah.
to make you feel special.
Yeah.
That's my philosophy. Wear it. If you got it, wear it.
That's it.
Heard that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and click on Sue's. Thank you. And we'll be back with you for your next 5 in a second. We're going to go ahead and click on Fairy Vixen, and Fairy Vixen can go ahead and show us your first 5 emotional pieces and tell them, give us their story.
Oh, I got stories. Do they also have 7? Is
That's
it okay?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll
One
go
thing
for
I will tell you about Fairy Vixen, she is very knowledgeable about her jewelry and about stones, gemstones and stuff. She's pretty good with identification.
And if I don't know, I will tell you I have no clue. All right, this is a glass craft bead necklace that my daughter made when she was 4.
Oh, wow.
Oh, she did a great job.
Yeah, I started
she
making
sounds
jewelry back when I was in my 30s, and it was, something to pass the time while I was raising the kids, and I didn't buy any high-end stones or anything for it. I just bought the craft bead mixes, and she was at my knee that day, and she was like, "Mommy, mommy, mommy, can I, mommy, mommy, can I?" So I was like, "Oh, okay, here's a tub of beads, just go to town." So she strung this all together in this order on a piece of wire, and I just left it for a while, and then I got looking at it later, and I was like, that's pretty damn good. That's very artistic. And she's a jeweler now, and she went to art school, so like I shouldn't be surprised.
Okay.
But what I did was I took it and I put it on nice bead wire, and I put a toggle on it so that I could wear it. And I wear it quite often.
And those
that's
are
my
my
first.
favorite types of beads. So I get that one.
Okay, now what's next? We're gonna do this one, this set.
Oh, that's beautiful.
This is a Stuart Nye from North Carolina. They started making jewelry in the 30s or 40s. Can you see the mark on it?
Yep.
Yeah.
But they still make jewelry. Now, this was my grandmother's. It was always one that I gravitated towards in her jewelry box. Now, she had given me a little sterling silver cross at one point in my 20s. And back then, that's when we were all wearing, those denim overalls with the pocket in the front. Like, okay. So I had put it in that pocket, and it got wrapped around the button, and I thought I had lost it. So I was lamenting to my grandmother, Granny, I'm so sorry. I lost that sterling silver cross. And she goes up in her jewelry box, and she gets this, and she brings it down, hands it to me. And I'm like, freaking out, because it was always my favorite. And I guess she knew that. But later, I found the cross wrapped around that inner button on those stupid overalls. But sadly, there is a crack right here on it. And I need to either send it, since they still make these. I was thinking I could send it back to Stuart Nye and have them fix it. So I haven't done it yet. I love wearing it together, but I just can't
chance
good
it.
conscience, yeah, and good conscience wear that again.
It's
until I get it
gorgeous.
fixed.
It
So
is.
solid sterling, it's a beautiful thing, and I about freaked when she handed me that. Freaked. Okay, here's one. This is a miracle. You can barely see it. Miracle jewelry because it's English. Well, actually, it's Scottish. I got this in Scotland when we went in 1999.
I've got one miracle brooch, and Sandy has it right now, replacing a
Oh.
stone that fell out of it. A piece
Yeah,
of
see, I found one in a jar and it has a piece missing.
That's where mine came from. I sent it to Sandy, and she's fixing it for me. I sent her the snowflake obsidian the other day so she could cut it out.
Oh, sweet. Yeah,
What's a miracle brooch?
Well, Miracle is a Scottish jewelry company. They've been making Celtic style, medieval, like really historical looking pieces for like years and years. What's he doing?
My husband's trying to be really quiet coming in from outside, and he is making so much noise.
So yeah, I got this when I was there. I actually have a whole stack of brooches and things that I got when I was in Scotland, and this is my favorite one because big honking green glass. Well, it's glass, but it's gorgeous.
It's very pretty.
And I believe I'm trying to figure out what the creature is because these knots always are a critter of some kind, and I don't remember. I didn't
Oh,
know.
looks like an elephant there in a way.
Or a
I'm pretty
serpent
sure
or
it's
something.
Whatever it
It looks like it has a trunk there when you turn it a certain angle.
is.
But they do, Miracle also does, they do make silver pieces also, and they put a lot of stone, like natural stone, in a lot of their brooches and
Yeah,
pieces.
I know. That's not one of them though. I did the one that I found in the bag was the real stones.
Well, send that to Sandy. She can replace that for you.
Yeah, I
Is the
didn't think-
is the signature on that just actually say miracle?
Yeah,
yeah.
Ones?
Well, let
it
me see.
does. Yeah,
I think it says it on the back.
yeah. I
Just
think
for learning, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
when I first started looking at my jewelry, yeah, there it is right down there.
So it just says miracle.
Yeah.
Your camera's like mine. Sometimes it loves things and sometimes it won't focus, right?
Yeah, I
Do
think
that
we all
dance.
have that problem.
Okay, the next one is a Trifari set from the 50s. That was my mama's. My dear mama. She's gone now. She's residing in the boneyard at this point. Yeah, she was quite the jewelry aficionado as well because, well, she got it from my grandmother. It was her mother. But this is a Trifari set that she gave me when I had my bachelorette party for my first marriage. Because it matched the dress I was wearing. And then afterwards, she just said, just keep it, you can have it. So yeah, I have that, and it's missing some stones and stuff, but I do not care. I love it so very much.
It's beautiful blue color.
Yes, I love the, yeah, I love
And
the color.
I found it once I started looking at my own jewelry. I found it online, and I don't remember exactly what it was, but it doesn't matter to me what they tell me. It's worth a mint to me.
It looks like an older piece, but the internet kind of has brought the price down of vintage stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm having a problem with that. Okay, this is a cool one. I've decided to bring some man jewelry out. My dad was a musician. I was born in Las Vegas because they went out there to make their fortune. He and his band. He was a guitar player, jazz guitar. And while they were out there, they settled and had me and my sister. And this is a pair of his cufflinks that he used to wear. Now he's got in his room at where he is now, he's got a whole box full. And he's got musical notes and guitars and all kind of really cool ones. But these got left behind, so I ended up with them. and there's a tie bar to match. So that's cool.
Those are
Daddy,
neat.
Daddy going out every weekend, even after we came back to Pennsylvania. That was his gig. He'd go out every weekend and do the thing in his tux with his guitar. And I have the guitar as well. It's hanging on my wall in there because I never, believe it or not, learned how to play the guitar because I'm an idiot apparently. And he can't anymore. He's 98 now and he lives in an assisted living. And he's on the decline, but you know, we go up and see him as much as we can. He's an hour away.
I think that's a common story that a lot of us share because I hear that often, that we all have a parent or both parents that are either artists or musicians or something. So I think we're all in that side of the brain for sure. Like my mother's side, we're all artists, and my father's side, we're all musicians. So yeah, we share that.
Your guitar's hanging on the wall back there too.
Yeah, my sons too are musicians. I never really got into it that much. High school, I played clarinet for a while, but I moved to art. I got away from music and moved to art. But
I was more art and drama than
my
music.
family.
Okay, now I have two watches here. This was a 50-year watch from my great grandfather, and I'm gonna do this one first. And I'll save that one for last. But this is a Matthew Tissot solid 14 karat giganto watch that was my husband's uncle's.
Wow.
Wow.
Those exist.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
On the back there, if you can see it. Is it being weird?
Put it down a little bit. Almost. Nope.
No, it's being weird. Okay, well, it's marked right
Oh.
There
there.
you go, right there.
There.
Oop.
Oh,
Did I have it?
Yeah, you had it. Bring it up just a hair, kind of about midway. When you get too close, it doesn't want to focus.
yeah.
All right, well, and then again, there is a mark on the back of here that's a little clearer. So the entire thing, the watch case and the band, are solid 14 karat gold.
Yeah, that's good because even a lot of times if the band and the
Yeah, and when I found it on the back of the watch, I was like, "Is that whole band as well?" And it was. And I looked it up, and it's like a $1,300 piece.
Yeah, I could imagine.
So I was
The
freaking
scrap
out
value on that is crazy.
grandfather, my uncle's watch. His name is Lynn, and he always gets people ask, or people will call asking for Lynn, and when I answer, they think it's Lynn.
your Lynn.
But that was his Uncle Lynn's. And the last piece has documentation with it. And it's an old testimonial dinner given in Downingtown for Harry G. Harvey of Brandywine Avenue. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it's all about the dinner that they gave him when they presented him with this watch. 50 years a papermaker.
Wow.
Was a poem that one of the people that was there wrote and read. And this was in when it doesn't have the date on it. Continued from page 1. Come on, people, where's the date? Well, it was 18 something. And here is the box it came in, and here is the watch.
The box is gorgeous.
Yeah. It's in great condition still, too, in the
I
box.
don't think it's ever been out of the box, really. I don't think he ever really wore it. And I'm an idiot on how to open these dang things.
Press press down on the stem on the top. Usually that pops it open.
It's actually, I think it's already depressed, so I'm not sure. Does it have oh, nope, that's just what changes the time.
Okay.
It does have a hinge. So.
Oh, you're trying to show the gears in the back? Okay, gotcha.
It does have a heat, but whatever. It is a gold 50-year. He worked at a paper company for 50 years. And I have a big giant framed portrait of him at the top of my steps.
Very
And
nice.
then I've got his wife, and then I've got my grandfather, and then I've got the great 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 grandmother at the top of the steps. So they're in those big gold, those big gold ridiculous frames.
Yes.
They're those ones that they used to take the pictures and then they would kind of charcoal over top. Yeah.
I do recognize that brand. I have seen other old watches, old Hamiltons at estate
Yeah.
sales and things like that.
I've
I
never
did
actually
actually
looked at
find
them.
a 14 karat gold Boliva pocket watch. It was a smaller one.
Yeah, a lady's watch.
Yeah, and it's wound too tight, so I'm going to take it and see if I
Yeah.
can get it rewound. But
That's
yeah,
what you need.
that was a score. I found that in a bag I paid $6 for.
Don't you love doing that?
Yes.
That's my 7 because I have to be extra all the time. So Jen can have her chance to do some more.
All right, thank you so much. So I am going to have you guys both. I don't know if you have access to your chat. Fairy Vixen, you do have plans of starting to put content up on your channel, right?
Oh, I've got like 40 videos up already.
Oh, you do? Okay. For some reason I thought you did not. So do you have access to the chat? If you don't, I'll go find a link and put your link in for people.
Yeah, I don't have the chat pulled up.
Okay.
Okay,
All right. I will go and find links for both of you and put it
my
in.
laptop
Thank
battery
you.
died. I could only plug one thing in. I had to plug in the phone because I didn't want it to die.
Okay, Jennifer, I have you enlarged. So while I go
Okay.
and look for your links I can put in the chat, you can go ahead and start your second category.
Okay, my second category was 5 favorite things I bought for myself. Because then, if you buy gifts for yourself, you're always going to like them.
That's true.
This birthday, I have always been my birthday is June the 2nd. I've always been wanting a moonstone ring, just never bought one, buy things for the kids. So I finally bought something for myself, bought it on YouTube channel, bought it from Bougie Bear. It's got a pretty blue flash on it. I love it.
That's gorgeous. April always has nice things.
Yes, she does. Love that.
I've got one real similar to that with the blue flash too.
Mm-hmm. I love that. I've always wanted a sterling silver bangle. Kind of checking out Shop Goodwill. Found a beautiful one. No problems at all with it.
Nice.
Got it for myself. And in my mom's birthday was in October, and kind of in memory of her, I got a ring, an opal.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah, I got my daughter and I one. My daughter, my dad called my daughter Grandma's little friend, because Grandma would take her everywhere they went. And they had a real special bond. So I got her one. Hers was a treated one that was kind of dyed a different color, and she had an orange opal, and then I got this cobalt blue. Mom loved blue.
That is a nice one. I like the orange too.
Mm-hmm. And I love pearls, and I got myself this pearl bracelet.
I love pearls too. That one would match the blue necklace too, if you want to do something a little different.
In that same,
little bit less matchy-matchy.
Yeah, they've got those same type of pearls. And for my last thing, I really, really like art glass, dichroic glass, those kind of things. And we went on a trip to Myrtle Beach after my husband and I got married. We had the kids and everything with us because this is my second marriage. I bought myself, I have two dichroic glass pieces, but I bought myself this one. I showed in my introductory video. Cool. I really love this. It's heavy sterling silver bezel set. I like how the colors are kind of isolated. It kind of looks like a quilt. And I also got me another dichroic glass piece that
That's
I really
gorgeous
love.
too.
Yeah, it's kind of got the oil slick look,
Yeah, very pretty.
but that's, I can really bling it up, or I can wear more casual. My sister says everything I have a real eclectic style. You can't pinpoint it down to one thing or another. I kind of like a little bit of it all. That's where I get in trouble. I want to buy it all.
I can see that actually, because you have some artsy, some are classic,
Mm-hmm.
some natural
Mm-hmm.
and chunky.
Yep.
So
Yeah, I do. My son's girlfriend was going for a job interview, and she had come and they did the interview, and then they wanted to come back the very next day to do like a second interview with the district manager. She goes, "I don't have anything to wear." I said, "Don't worry about it. I've got a closet full of stuff." And then she goes, "I don't have anything to match that." Talking about jewelry, and I said, "Oh my God, who are you talking to?"
I would
I said,
just give her the
"We
stare.
can find something."
All right.
yeah, those hoops you're wearing are really nice too.
Yeah. I just like, and then I've just got a colored, it's just acrylic, just a colored, multicolored necklace. I just, you know,
I like the colors of that. It reminds me of this one.
It's fun.
Like
It's summery.
colors.
mm-hmm,
Yeah, the
mm-hmm,
colors, yeah. This
yep.
one's missing a couple of stones, and it breaks my heart because it's
Oh,
a really cool necklace. So I'm looking for stones to replace. Okay, so I put Jennifer's link up in the chat. So that was your final piece, right, Jennifer?
yes, ma'am. Yes, you got it.
So while Fairy Vixen is showing her next 5, I am going to go and retrieve a link for Fairy Vixen. But if you guys have not watched either one of their videos, go check them both out. And give them a subscribe so we can help them all get to their 1,000 too.
Gotta do them ride-alongs, dude. Alrighty. Well, as everyone knows, I'm kind of partial to foxes. So my other 7, of course, because extra, is my pile of fox jewelry that has just become a thing since I started doing jewelry, actually. My first one that I ever got was from Lucia. And it's this silver fox. Scarlett says hello.
Oh, cute. That's
How
really
cute.
love that. That's a good size too, isn't it? Nice.
It's, it's noticeable. It's not one of those.
Yeah, I like big noticeable pendants.
Yeah, I really would like to try to like the little teeny tiny stuff.
Yeah, but no, I want to be able to see it, and I want everyone else to see it. So
Exactly.
The teeny tiny is made for stacking, right?
yeah,
That's
exactly.
Now this was given to me by a friend for Christmas.
How
It's
cute.
an artisan little piece. I have no idea what the heck it's made of. But he's adorable.
So cute.
Yeah.
So
And
you
this
like foxes, huh?
a little bit. Yeah. This one I bought for myself online.
That's cute.
A Napier.
Oh, so cute.
It's brand new. I didn't care. I was like, I need, because I had gotten a couple of pieces and I was like, I don't have a brooch yet. Like a brooch. So there's him. Isn't him
He's cute.
A lot of detail in that. It's so cute.
Yeah, I love Napier figural stuff. Even the new stuff was awesome. When I was looking on the page, they had a bunch of other stuff, and they had a VW bus of all. It was the cutest thing, but I'm not into buses, so. This is another one that I got from Lucia.
Oh, nice.
Like the next video after I bought the other one. And she's like, "Oh, what is that?" And I was like, "Mine." That's what that is. That's
That's so
what I-
different.
Yes,
Isn't that
it
cool?
is.
And it's
cool.
tight enough on me. I have really tiny wrists, but it's tight enough on me that it doesn't. You would think with this heavy, this is really
Mhm.
heavy. You would think it would do that flipping around thing,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
where you couldn't even wear it, but it was meant for me, of course. Okay, and this is a kilt pin.
Oh,
That's cute.
This is what they call hunt jewelry over in England. In the UK, it's very popular with the hunt crowd. They wear their kilt with their red jacket, and they have either a hunting horn or a stag or a fox or a hound or whatever jewelry that goes with it.
so keeps
There's a lot
what's
of
under
stick-
the kilt secret from getting out.
So that's for the hunting party, and they have stick pins and brooches and all kind of cool stuff.
Awesome.
Here's another one that I can't remember who I got it from. It was one of the ladies, and I can't remember who. I'm sorry, whoever you are. I bought this from you, and I don't remember. I don't have a clue, but he's cool too. He's brand new, but
Yeah, he's
I
really
didn't
neat.
care. I was like, look at him, he blingy. And that's another thing that I like a whole lot is the more bling, the better. So the combination of the two.
Same here.
perfect for me.
I'm into the bling for sure.
And now these last two are a funny story. We were in Rebecca's chat for one of her auctions, and these two things came up just as I walked into or I got into the chat. Okay. There was
I remember those. Yeah.
there was
Yeah,
a
I
gray
do.
one and a white one, and I wanted the white
Those are
one. I
awesome.
lost out to none other than Roberta. So, yeah, I was like, oh, boo-hoo. And so Vicky Porter bought this one and had it sent to me.
Oh,
which
wow.
was
That sounds like
the
Vicky.
sweetest thing because I'm like, oh, I wanted a white one. But she bought it and had it sent to me. So I had my fox.
Very
So
cute.
I wear him sometimes. And then I got to be really close friends with Roberta. She sent me a box of stuff because she's a sweetheart that way. And
Yeah, she
the
is.
white one that I wanted was in the box. So that one is awesome and means a whole lot to me.
That's great.
I
So
like
that's
to
it.
put it on the pearls. And by the way, the Simply Good Bird Treasure, that is, guys, she started a new channel. So, yeah, please, if you have not yet checked out her new channel, click on those dots next to it and go over and subscribe to her. She's going to start putting content on her channel.
Oh, yes, she is. She's going to do it. And the whole reason I wanted to tell you guys, the whole reason why I didn't do face cam today is because I don't have a good face cam, or I didn't think I did. And I'm looking right now at my laptop over here, and guess what it has on it? It has a built-in one, so I may be doing that soon. I don't know.
Oh, okay. So we could have done that. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's okay.
Yeah.
Learn.
You know.
that's all my stuff. I wasn't being snotty or snobbish or anything. It was just, I didn't think I had the
No,
right
it's
equipment.
not a requirement anyway. We tell everybody that anybody who wants to come on, and actually, Carol, I'd like to get you on sometime too. So I'm going to email you so we can talk about that. And Anna, while you're in here too, I'd like to get you on, but that's not a requirement. If you want to come on and do our top 5 faves, we'd love to have any of you. You do
Carol,
not have to appear on camera. If you want to do like Fairy Vixen has done with other people in the past that just showed the jewelry and didn't want to.
Watching Carol, I realized that I don't have to if I don't want to, because she never does, and her videos are great.
Yeah, you don't have to show your face. So if you are interested in appearing on the show and bringing your jewelry, just email Carla or I, and we will get you scheduled. Our next episode will not be this weekend, but it'll be the following weekend, which every 2 weeks, and it will be on Carla's channel. So hopefully, Carla, hi Jewelry Babe, Carla has her laptop issue fixed by then. I'm looking at your.
I don't know right now. I have no idea what's going on with this. So, because sometimes what ends up happening is I can't hear people if they come on after I'm already on. or they drop and they come back, and then I have to get out and go back in. So if I'm live, then I lose everything. So I got to figure out what the heck's going on. My husband has no clue. So
Geek Squad.
yeah.
And normally, if you're not off that long and other people stay in and keep the chat open, usually you can go on and come back on. At least I've always been able to, but and some people have can't though. I know Rebecca's tried that and it didn't work, but I've done it where I've been kicked out and gotten right back on.
Yeah, I usually have to restart the whole computer though, so
so
I
maybe,
don't know.
maybe the next time we started on yours, then we'll have everybody. Well, we can't do that. I was going to say we'd bring everybody else on before you came on, but that we can't do that if it's on your channel.
Now I know to cancel all those calls before I.
Yeah, that
There
turned
was
in.
like 6 of them. It was ridiculous.
She kept, yeah, the problem was, well, the other night when I was showing her how to accept an invite and come on, it happened once, but we figured out that the reason she wasn't getting on is because we were talking in a call at the same time. So as soon as we hung up, she was able to get on, and we thought that was the problem tonight, but it turned out she also had a couple of links open on her laptop too.
Yeah, every time I answered a call, it stayed, and I didn't realize.
Yeah, she wasn't hanging.
Then I found where they all were, and I was like, oh, oops.
So it took us a while to get her on. But is that a fox cup there too that I see?
Yeah.
That is so cute.
And it has little ears. Look.
Oh, it does. It's cute.
That's my morning buddy, afternoon buddy, late evening buddy. Coffee always in there, always in it, always.
Yeah, I'm such a dork. The vixen thing makes sense now. Isn't that what they call a fox?
Yes.
The vixen. Duh. Okay. Boy, am I slow.
You need coffee.
Let's see. Do you have a question, Flipping Crazy? Let's see. What program? Saw a question here. They're replacing it with something else, and I can't remember what it's called.
Oh gosh,
Crazy,
it's not going to work the same way. You're not going to be able to do multiples.
Really?
Yep. I forget where I read it. It was some techie thing that I get.
Oh, that's not going to be good.
Yeah. So this month might be the last month we have for doing this stuff, because until somebody else comes up, I'll do some research and let you know.
Okay.
Yeah, I think everyone's talking about it, so hopefully.
God, I wish they'd just leave well enough alone. I don't know why they constantly have to change. If they were improving things, that would be one thing, but it seems like they're not improving things. They just keep making it worse.
They probably just don't want to support it anymore, is all.
More than likely.
It's not making them money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They can't tap into, okay, you 5 people, until they figure out, okay, you 5 people are doing this, so you have to give us this much or whatever. You know how it works. Money. Money is the bottom line.
Carol's saying there are other sites that do it too.
Yeah,
and are they free, Carol?
Twitch?
I mean, I wouldn't even mind paying a fee if it comes down to, as long as it's a reasonable fee.
Yeah.
If it comes down to, being able to have multiple people on or not, I wouldn't mind paying a little fee. But, as much as YouTube is making off of ads, you would think they would have a ton of money, because Lord knows that we're not getting it. The people that have ads running on their channel, they're not paying us. So very little money are you getting. And then even anytime you get a super chat, they take 30% of that.
30%, yeah.
Yep.
Their idea of money is way different than ours too. Like, they just can't get enough
Exactly.
Yeah.
Greed is exactly what it is. Greed, because there's no way they're hurting for money. They just
No.
want more money.
Don't have a lid. They're like, okay, we have enough now. No, that's never gonna happen.
No.
Carol isn't sure of the name, but she said one is free and one charges a small fee. Well, I don't mind the small fee as long as it works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll figure it out, hopefully.
I don't know if
Yeah.
I think Twitch will allow you to do that, but is everybody from the jewelry community gonna go over to Twitch? Like, is that even gonna be a thing?
My son was talking about that a lot of people are talking about switching over to Twitch
Yeah,
for other things too.
yeah. I watched some people that crochet live. Weirdly, as weird as that is.
Oh God, that would be like watching the grass grow.
Well, I crochet, so it's not like that for me, but
I mean, not that crocheted things aren't beautiful when they're done, and I've seen some extremely elegant stuff, but it takes so long to get there. Is
yeah,
the problem.
yeah, you have to have a certain mindset for that.
Yes, for
It's
sure.
a thing for me. And I'm in this room and my nose is plugging up. What the heck? I don't know what is in this room. Every time I'm in here for more than 5 minutes.
Okay, guys, so I am going to do an auction after this. Gianna Little White Man is going to be joining me. She's going to be auctioning off some of her hand created beaded work. And
Great.
Sandy is going to be auctioneer, plus we'll have the usual, lots of sterling silver. I think Gianna's also bringing some sterling pieces and lots of vintage. So the normal things, and it'll be following this show. I'm going to take about a 10-minute break, and then we'll come back and start the auction. I'm going to go ahead and let Carla tell you what she has coming up on her channel.
Hello, everyone. Coming up on my channel, I don't think I have anything really planned. I will most likely be popping up sometimes with live jewelry jar unjarrings. Hopefully continuing some flea market or yard sales with me because we still have yard sale season and I'm pretty excited about that. And just some random videos like that on my channel for now.
I think I'm going to try and do some yard sales this summer too. I didn't really do many last year because by the time I had to be out of town so many times last summer that I missed most of the yard sale season last year. So I think I'm going to try and get into that this season. Thank you, Angie, and thank all of you that joined us tonight.
Thank you.
Hi, Joe Sorensen. I hope to see you guys back for the auction. And if you, Jennifer, what's coming up on your channel?
Tonight after Cindy's auction, Dragonfly Girl and I are going to have an auction. I'm going to it's not only going to be just sales and things like that. Once my surgery's over, I'm sure after I recover a little bit, I'll be able to get out some more. So we're going to do some flea market videos and just kind of looking around and things like that. Some field trip videos.
I love those field trip videos. I like when people take us into stores and stuff. One of my favorite, which I still drill over, I go back and watch it a couple of times, is when Carla went to Moda. And that I love that video. I still drill over that one. And
yeah, she had some great things on top of great things.
yes, God, it was like wall to wall jewelry, and it's like I could have bought any piece in there. And then Barb did one when she was was it Hungary?
Oh, Germany, I think.
Somewhere, yeah. Barb was somewhere in Europe, and she showed some beautiful stuff in some stores there. So those are two of my favorite. So watch those. You'll see some incredible pieces. But okay, so Fairy Vixen, I am enlarging you. So tell us what you have coming up on your channel.
All righty. I don't really have anything special coming up, but I am continuing my mother load haul, which was 180 jewelry that I got from a guy. I know a guy.
Fill up the truck.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm continuing that. I'm getting ready to do the third box of that lot. But before I do that, I got a lot of makeup and stuff from my stepdaughter. She brought me a whole sack of stuff, so I'm gonna break it up with that, and then we'll go back to the mother load.
Wow.
And other than that, I'm thinking maybe a pop up here and there, but I haven't started with those yet, and I'm not really sure when I'll be doing it, but it will be something that happens in the future. And I want to thank everybody for showing up, and I want to thank all of you for having me. And remember, you know what to remember, right? Be yourself, because everyone else is taken.
That is a good philosophy to live by. Hi, Yvonne. How are you? Yes, thank everybody that's in the chat. Thank you for coming. And I really appreciate, Jennifer, you coming in and stepping in for Rebecca. And
Thanks
I
for
really
having me.
appreciate your diligence. And we kept trying and got you on. I'm glad that worked out. Anybody in the chat, as I said, I'm going to put in my email real quick, and then I'm going to have Carla put in hers. If you are interested in coming on the show, just email either one of us and let us know. Also, you can hit me up on Facebook, and I'll put in my information on that here in a second, because it's not under, you would think it would be under Jewelry Nurse, and I do have a Jewelry Nurse account, but I locked out of it, so I don't know what's wrong with it, but something's wrong with it. Anyways, look me up on Facebook under Cindy DeBon, which is my maiden name, McGarry. And that is probably the quickest way to talk to me, is to send me a message through Messenger. And usually I'll answer that much quicker. But thank you guys. We are going to say good night, and I will see you guys shortly for an auction.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye, everybody. Thank you for coming.